Okay, so we're looking at a perpendicular line. Now, do you know what perpendicular means? Pardon? Straight in relation to what? Okay, so it's straight. Is that a perpendicular line? Matches it like that. Okay. So this is what we would call parallel. Okay. Now a parallel, if something is parallel, we would say all parts are equidistant from counterpart. So if this were parallel, then this would be equidistant from that. Interestingly, that's where perpendicular comes in, because in order to see whether this is parallel to this, we'd kind of need to make a line like that and a line like that and measure this distance here and this distance here and this distance here. Hey, and that would tell us if it's parallel. But that line, in order to make sure that it's the same distance on both sides, would have to be 90 degrees. Am I right? Okay. So if that is true, well, so that's parallel. Now this, we're going to say, is 90 degrees. So 90 degrees, we also know it as a right angle, right? So a perpendicular line then So a perpendicular line is at 90 degrees. I'm going to get the actual definition of a perpendicular line here quickly. Let's move this a little bit. So in geometry, two geometric objects are perpendicular if their intersection forms right angles, angles that are 90 degrees or pi divided by 2. So half pi or radius wide. Okay, so let's quickly explore that. So We're just looking at this definition, okay? Intersection, the point of intersection is the point that they touch, okay? Forms right angles. Right angles. At the point of its intersection called a foot. The condition of perpendicularity may be presented graphically using the perpendicular symbol. So this is the symbol over here that you need to remember. Looks like that. A little hangman. Not that big, but... And perpendicular intersections can happen between two lines or two line segments, between a line and a plane, and between two planes. Okay, so that is basically perpendicular. So let's look at the question now, finally, after all of that. It says, draw a line that is perpendicular to L. So where would I draw this line? So you say that I would draw it over there. Would I draw it like just like literally anywhere on this L line? Okay, so it could go where I can put it anywhere. What are my conditions? $90. How will I create a 90-degree angle? Yeah, how am I going to make sure that I'm making a 90-degree angle in my exam? I don't have. Yes, that is called a protractor. Okay, so I'm going to use my protractor. Okay, is that cool? Any questions there? Fabulous. Let us name this drawing